Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I just read Malleus by Abnett, and it's really good and also quite a big improvement over Xenos. In Malleus, the story of Eisenhorn continues as the demon host Cherubile is still at large, and of course, Eisenhorn is not exactly the type to leave loose ends. Not to mention that the Ordo Malleus has grown suspicious of our favorite Inquisitor, and Gregor starts to become plagued with false accusations and rumors soon after. Will Gregor manage to put a stop to the demon's shenanigans, and will he be able to clear his name in the process? Well, you will have to read the book if you want to know the answer to that. Now, just like its predecessor, the world building in this novel is sublime. Every planet and environment is described in wonderful detail without ever feeling overly descriptive, ranging from a creepy mining asteroid to a shrine world. Furthermore, Adeptus Ridiculus will surely be pleased to learn that the Ecclesiarchy breeds birds to decorate their cities on an otherwise lifeless planet, making it kinda plausible that it's canon that doves are being bred to accompany Saint Celestine wherever she goes. Jokes aside, I also quite like that this novel features some more established factions and planets alongside the new stuff. For an example, Gregor at some point visits Cadia. Here we get to see what it's like to live on a planet next to the Eye of Terror, and moreover we see what it's like to be an Inquisitor there. This also further solidifies the fact that these books are a good series to start off with, as this book does a great job at slowly explaining both Cadia and the Adeptus Mechanicus. Similar to how the first book showed the inquisitorial politics, we here also get some insights in the workings of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Plus we get to see the famous Cadian military in action. The biggest improvement over Xenos, however, is the side characters. There are two big changes in the way this book handles side characters. First of all, the focus really is on Eisenhorn in this novel. The writing is more intimate with him and spends less time looking at other characters. The result of this is that we get a much better understanding of what goes on in his mind, which makes him a lot more interesting as a character. We then see him interact with a very long list of side characters, but because we always get his commentary on these characters, the interactions tell us more about Eisenhorn than about them. Because the book is so obviously not about them, it doesn't feel as if their characterization is lacking. Yet there is always enough to add some quirks and personality to all of them. The second change is that the book frequently shows us what these other side characters have been up to. Characters don't just idly wait for the story to pick up again. No, they all have their own things going on, and sometimes it causes their paths to cross again. Because of this, the world of Malleus feels very real and natural. You truly get to immerse yourself in the world of 40K during this novel. Then finally, I should praise the ending, because this book actually has one. Xenos kinda just stopped at some point, but here we get a very satisfying conclusion to the story arc. There is some badassery, characters get what they deserve, some setup is made for part 3, and there's a nice circular story moment that ties back to the start of the novel. Abnett often gets hated for his endings, but this definitely was one of the better ones. All in all, I'm giving Malleus 5 out of 5 doves. Malleus is one of those rare sequels that turns out better than the first book. We get the same excellent world building, but with some better character work and a new captivating story. It's very immersive, and I definitely recommend this one for every 40K fan, especially if you're new to the setting. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Have a nice evening, the book's linked down below, and don't forget your nightly prayers to Nagash.